So now we've got David Onama versus Nate Landwehr in the co-main event. And I'm rolling with David Onama. Only 2 fights in the UFC. But when I think of David Onama, I just think strength. He's another very powerful guy. And he showed in his last one against Garrett Armfield. He does have some jiu-jitsu in his arsenal. Nothing super crazy, arm triangle choke on the ground, but definitely impressive. And then you look at Nate Landwehr, and whenever I think of Nate Landwehr, I just remember he lost to Herbert Burns, and Herbert Burns is the ultimate example of like when you've got a really good brother like Gilbert, and then you have Herbert who's just pretty miserable. I'll never be able to bet on Nate Landwehr going forward. That's my biggest thing. Like Herbert Burns is just he's 9-2, but he's very unimpressive. There's one loss that sticks out to me from Herbert Burns. I can't remember who exactly it was, but it's just, it's Nate Landwehr. You can't get beat by Herbert Burns. Enough shitting on Herbert Burns. Also has a win over Ludovic Klein. Klein doesn't really have the best jiu-jitsu, and Nate Landwehr locked up an anaconda choke against him. You got Julian Erosa knocking Nate Landwehr out. Don't really want to get knocked out by Julian Erosa, not on the upper echelon. And then a decision win over the Danger. I think David Onama in the long term is going to be one of these guys that's, he's going to keep moving up in the division. He's going to keep impressing people. I think Nate Landwehr is just another stepping stone for him. Nate Landwehr his chin isn't like super cracked yet, but I don't think that his chin is going to be able to put up with the strength that David Onama brings to the table. If this fight goes to the ground, I think Nate Landwehr, probably has a slight advantage, but I think both of these guys are going to try and keep it standing, and David Onama is ultimately going to come out on top. Probably a right hook to Nate Landwehr's chin and just put him to sleep. I don't know. What do you think about this one, Tom?
I agree with everything you said except for the right hook. I think it's going to be a left hook. David Onama, he gets hit. He switched stances a lot, but we haven't seen a lot of chin issues from him as of late. And he's got he throws hard every time he throws, but especially when he's throwing that left hand, he can definitely put you out. He's got really good combinations, especially when the opponent's hurt. He smells blood in the water and he rushes after you. His last opponent took the fight on short notice, but David Onama was able to show that his grappling has been getting a little bit better as he's progressed through his UFC kind of career and hierarchy or whatever. It's still his weaker point. He can leave his hips open at times to kind of be taken down. However, I don't think that that's going to be a big problem against Nate Landwehr, who's an aggressive fighter. He makes mistakes. He also leaves his chins out there. He's a guy that will take one to give one, likes to get in, firefights. And because of that, I think he's going to have a little bit of a power disadvantage against David Onama. I think he's also going to have a chin disadvantage against David Onama. And that's not what you want. Nate Landwehr has been put out recently with 2 flying knee KOs, so that's showing that he leaves his chin out there to be kneed. I don't know if David Onama is going to go out there and use the same knee, but I think he's going to find his left hand on that piece of chinked glass that is Nate Landwehr's chin, and I think we're going to get a knockout win from David Onama.
Yeah, totally agree. David Onama, like I said, when you think of him, you just think strength. So now we've got the main event. Yeah, super lock. Sorry, I put that away too quick. That is a super lock. I don't know about you, but I feel pretty confident about that Onama pick.
I do. I like Onama.
Yeah, I like Onama. He's going to keep doing big things.
Cut to him losing.
Huh?
Cut to him losing after we both I'm really confident on him, this and that.
Yeah, hope that doesn't happen. We've got the main event now. We've got Chito Vera versus Dom Cruz.